Good morning and welcome to Coffee Ann, the longest-running panel discussion show in American radio. To make a comment or ask a question of the panel, call 401-766-1240 or email coffee@woonsockеtradio.com. And now, let's join the Coffee Ann panel.
It's Coffee Ann here on ON AM and FM. Thanks for joining us this morning. It's Monday morning. It's August the 18th. I'm Joe Callahan. We go around the coffee table, say good morning to Dave Richards.
You're
good morning.
Entirely welcome,
Good morning
Joe.
there,
Thanks
Dave.
for joining you.
We're also being joined by former Mayor, Town of Cumberland, Bill Murray.
Good morning.
He's joining us here.
Good morning.
He's decked
Thanks.
out for our radio listeners.
Yes.
He's decked out in somber friar togs today.
You got to get
Go.
ready.
Black and
You got
white.
to get ready.
Yeah.
You got
Black
to.
I should have checked because I drove by the amp yesterday, and I don't know if they usually put a sign up on the facing the highway, say welcome to Friartown or something like that. So, but
That's
I
a
didn't.
little early.
A little too early for
Yeah,
that. No?
I'd say
Okay.
probably you'll see it probably in another. They have high expectations, by the way.
Well, they did.
And on the basketball, yeah,
They got to come off. Last year was not great.
No,
so
but
we
they
got,
have
we got,
some-
We got a big bounce back. This season.
I've read in a couple places they've got some good talent in there. That it's just a matter of can he mesh
Yeah.
and get the talent working together.
All right, Bill. I threw this around. We the radio station had a get together yesterday, and threw this around to a few different people, and no one really knew the real answer. And but maybe
What
you
makes
do.
you think you did?
No, I had the question. I didn't have the answer at all.
No, okay.
And I've lived in this area almost 60 years, and I just questioned this yesterday. I'm driving through Providence, right in downtown, and right over 95 is the big green sign that tells you, okay, 95, stay to the left, 195, go to the right,
All right.
95 south. Underneath it, it says New York. I said, why does it say New York in Providence, Rhode Island?
Because
Why
you're
not-
heading in the right direction.
You
to
are
go
heading
to
in the
New
right
York.
direction. That's true, but
And
why
you
not?
might be there from some
but-
other state.
But why doesn't it say Connecticut? Why doesn't it say Newport?
Well, I think.
Why does it say Westerly?
Well, I think it's because New York is
It's so
the,
far away.
I know, but it's still the place. I mean, it's the big state. Let's be honest about it. And you got so many visitors that go through.
Just breezing through.
Yeah,
they come
it's
through
just- I think it's
Massachusetts.
just it's a
Yes, you're on the right way to
yeah,
New York
you're
City.
on the right way. I would, because you
Okay.
can't believe now. As I mentioned earlier before we went on the show, we got out of the Cape on a timeshare I've owned for 20 years. I'd say 3/4 of the people in that timeshare the week we have are from New York, New Jersey. So the
All
Cape,
right.
and then I at one time had a conversation with a guy that owned the breakfast place in the Cape, and he said, "Just look out of my parking lot." And he said,
Look at the place.
"You'll see the
Yeah.
New Jersey." Because what we always, like one week we had like 3 or 4 days of rain, and you really had to feel sorry for these people that had packed up and came up from down there, as I call it. I'm
Well, it is.
I'm an hour and a half away, but
They're from 4 hours away.
yes, absolutely.
4 or 5 hours away.
And they're and it's heartbreaking. You're going to get 3 or 4 days of rain, but
Yeah.
I hope I just didn't jinx myself for next week.
Well, the thought came up is, well, maybe the state of New York pays the state of Rhode Island to have New York up on that sign.
No.
And I'm like, no.
It's a
You
federal
don't think so?
thing.
No, that's-
Federal
yeah.
holiday.
I think it's just
I'm
it's a
just
big-
asking, Dave.
It's a big. I think it's a big. It's
All right.
It's New York. Let's put
I
it
get
that
it.
way.
Okay. The sign is basically huge.
Yeah.
There's room for more. You could put Newport and beaches and New York all on the same sign.
Yeah.
Of course, you'd have to get up there and I don't know how you do this, but there's room for putting more cities on there. I just a little more promotion of the state would be nice. Is what I'm saying.
Well, I don't think that now. To understand it, which way were you heading when
South.
you're heading south?
South.
Just
Yeah,
before
otherwise
the
they wouldn't have
divide.
said New
Just
York, they'd
before
have
the
said
divide.
Boston.
Yeah, just before.
I don't even
before-
think I remember, and I go
Just-
there a million times.
That's because you've lived here for your whole,
Yeah, I
well, not
don't
your whole
pay
life,
attention,
but a lot
yeah.
of it. It's there. You don't even see it. It's right
Yeah.
before Atwell's Avenue.
Okay, yeah.
Right, but when 146 merges
Okay.
with 95, it's right over 95. And I
Joe,
looked at it, I
now,
said,
Joe,
New York.
You got to
Why does it say
understand
New
there's
York?
people out there who don't understand north, south, east, and west with the interstate highway system. I happen to know and love some of them. And I'm telling you, they keep saying, now do I go on 295 south to go to Warwick, or do I go on north? I says, no, that north goes to North Attleboro. Just think of it that way. South goes to Warwick. But they truly don't have a sense for it, Joe. So they're going to put up very interesting signs that to you or me might seem obvious or redundant, but they're going to put them up there to reassure drivers who don't have that talent.
Well,
You know what I used to
There's
when
room
I
for more.
when I worked in Boston, it was the same thing. I agree with you 110%. People don't know. So I had people that were native, like lived in Medford and Malden and Charlestown and Somerville,
okay.
and they'd say, "Oh, I'm going such and such a place." I'd say, "Now, do you get
Take the
do you
Southeast
get a
Expressway."
nosebleed when you come over the Mystic Bridge?" Or, oh, you should have heard me on it, because because it wasn't fair because I was a traveler.
Yeah.
But these people, I had one of my sons. I always remember my oldest son, and I still tease him to this day. And his son was just up to visit, who's a good kid, and he came up to visit us this weekend, and you never have a problem with him. But his father used to question going to Providence when he first started driving. I said, it's 20 minutes from here, from Cumberland. Just get on. Go. I told him where do I get off? And I used to say, I give up.
Well, there's nothing wrong with these people, and they're wonderful people, but they do not imagine they don't
Right.
see in their mind's eye the various things that they want
Yeah.
to do, and so they don't picture it ahead. So, I mean, they'd be stupid if they didn't ask
They're
somebody.
sheltered- they're
but then they
sheltered.
ask somebody, and people think they're stupid.
They're sheltered. Let's be
Well, that
honest.
might be. That might be. I've often said that the best thing you can do for any youngster growing up, I mean, after infancy and they're after age 7 or 5 or 6 or whatever, the best thing you can do is to let them travel, because travel just is part of an upbringing, and it helps people with the culture, and they understand things better. They can get around better.
Confidence.
We took Nicole down to Florida before she even knew what the heck was going on. We just kept doing it over and over again. Now look, she
lives there.
gets in the car, she drives off to California.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, she
Oh, yeah.
doesn't bother her at all.
Funny story, Bill. I had a friend visiting me a number of years ago, and he was from California. And now we're driving down 295 south, all right,
Yep.
from Cumberland, going south on 295, and the sun's setting, all right. And he was serious. He asked me, "Are you sure we're going south?" I said, "Well, I've lived here my whole life, so yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going south. Why do you ask?" "Well, the sun's setting right in our face."
Oh,
Well, that's
We're obviously going west. And I said, "Well, California is, grids.
Sure.
And everything's straight."
Not here.
Our highway system is, look at 95 in Connecticut.
Yep.
It really goes east and west when you're actually going north and south. I said,
yeah.
we're all over the place around here.
it's slightly
everything's curved.
slightly south and north.
Yeah.
Slightly.
But it's just something he couldn't quite grasp.
Yeah, I
we're
get
staring
it.
at the sun. We're not going south. We're
No,
going
it is
west.
confusing.
We're going to turn.
It is.
You
Yeah,
see.
Also,
it is
what a lot of
confusing.
people don't
Yes,
understand
yeah.
is that unless you live in a certain place on this earth, the sun doesn't really rise in the east and set in the west
perfectly.
precisely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't. And for most of the months of the year, it's southeast and southwest for us because we're in the northern latitude. Is everybody taking notes on this?
I hope
by
so.
the way?
I hope so. There'll be a test later
This
on.
this is
All right.
very educational.
On Friday night, I made a trip over to the Xfinity Center. Went over to Great Woods, see a couple of bands. Dave, you're going to find this.
You missed a great concert then.
I know, but you're going to find this amusing. So one of the headlining band was the Doobie Brothers, and they get up there and they said we formed in 1969. And and someone said you should call yourself the Doobie Brothers, and they said that's the dumbest name we've ever heard. I go, that'll never go. He goes, here we are. It's 55 years later,
And we're the
we're
Doobie
still the
Brothers.
Doobie Brothers. And he goes, and then Davey said, he goes, we're gonna do something very unique tonight. and he was taking a shot at our younger artists out there.
Yeah.
He goes, "We're actually going to play our own instruments, and we're going to sing our own songs."
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
There was nothing pre-recorded. There were no dancers on the stage. It was just 7 guys
Isn't that true, though?
playing
Isn't that
instruments,
true?
and that was
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Very, very unique.
Yeah. That's true, though. It's very true.
Oh yeah, I thought we got a good laugh.
Yeah, no.
Real good laugh.
Did they have a good crowd?
It was a very good crowd. There was about it could seat about 20,000. I looked around and I was guessing there were about 17,000 people there. So it was a good
crowd.
But you're
showing.
right. There are young artists that just got caught up in the technology when they first got started, and they really don't know how to do it any other way, and so they become slaves to the technology. Even at Levitt, out there, Au Natural in the park, we had a band that came in 2 weeks ago that. She had MIDI in her ears. She was singing with herself. It was really, there was extra instruments inserted, the whole thing like that. And it was a great little concert. But it was 3 people up on stage, and it sounded like 10.
Yeah.
Because they were using
there you
the
go.
technology of the times.
Yep. Okay.
Well, technology has changed so much
It has.
that it's like,
People in the park loved it.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's all that really matters, right?
Because they used to that type of music. We're not.
And I was very happy, Dave, because the Coral Reefer Band was the opening act, and they kept saying it's great to be here in Boston. Jimmy Buffett always knew where he was.
Yeah.
And always said Mansfield. Always called the place Great Woods too. I go, but the same band. I go, how come you guys aren't saying that? But the Doobie Brothers said it's great to be here in Mansfield. So I was.
Because they know.
I'm always
Yeah.
happy when they say where they actually are. Yeah, we stayed in Boston, and yeah, it's Massachusetts. We get it. I understand.
Yeah.
But they said we know it's a Boston crowd, but we know we're in Mansfield.
Well, they're smart people
so.
because, from the standpoint of outside Metro West and in other states, okay, all that's Boston.
Yeah.
But if you lived in Braintree, you don't live in Boston. You live in
Right,
Braintree.
that's right.
Serious.
Oh, yeah, no.
Really. Now, people are going to keep saying you're Boston. You
'Cause you're so
understand
close.
from an early
Yeah.
age
Well-
that they associate you with the larger area.
Yeah.
Well, if you.
But,
yeah,
geez.
if you look back.
I'm sorry, I come from Canton.
Yeah. But if you look back, when they were going to name the Patriots,
Yeah, it was
they
originally.
wanted
Boston
the Boston Patriots,
Yeah.
and Kraft wouldn't allow it because it's the New England Patriots. Now people get confused because do you know that most of the NFL teams stay in Providence?
Yeah.
And
cheaper.
people can't figure that out. It's more convenient to them.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, they're just shoot up and they're there. And
Well,
I know people
don't
get
say don't say shoot up. Bill,
Oh,
on the radio.
well,
Okay.
Well,
that,
Something Kevin, my brother Kevin, told me at our meeting yesterday, Dave. The World Cup soccer
yeah,
is coming to Foxborough.
absolutely.
Soccer has decided. FIFA has decided you have to change the name of the stadium. We don't. Gillette's is not a sponsor of ours, so they're out.
Yeah.
Oh.
And people around the world, they don't know Foxborough. It's now going to be the Boston Stadium,
Oh, no kidding.
so people can understand where we are. I'm like, well,
Some of those teams are going to be practicing, as I understand it, at our new stadium in Pawtucket.
it would make perfect sense.
Yeah, no,
To do that.
they were.
Can you imagine if I rented the Stadium Theater and says, "Okay, it's going to be the ON Theater now"?
They would,
Yeah.
They would never allow it.
Think,
but-
you think they'd go for it? I don't
Well,
think so.
FIFA's going to throw a lot of money at
Well,
the crafts.
I
Say,
don't think they care.
take down all your
Whatever you want.
sponsorships, and we're going to put up ours. Okay.
That's going to be amazing.
It's going to be a big. Yeah, it's going to be a real big deal. All right, we're going to take our first break here on the Coffee and program. More coming your way. Comments and questions can be called in 766-1240.
ON 1240.
Picture this. You're driving, glancing at a text. Just 3 seconds. That's all it takes to miss the car braking ahead of you. Distracted driving kills over 3,000 people every year. A text, a call, a quick scroll. It can wait. Your life and others can't. Put the phone down. Eyes on the road. Arrive alive. This timely message brought to you by Interstate Seal Coating. Follow them on Facebook.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
The Coffee and Panel is enjoying coffee from Down East Coffee Roasters. All their coffee is roasted right here in Rhode Island. Down East Coffee Roasters is available at all Little General stores.
Oh, and worldwide.
All right, it's Coffee Ann, right here on ON Radio. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan with Dave Richards, and Bill Murray's with us. Well, unfortunately, we had a fatality on Route 146 over the weekend.
Bad one.
In
Bad
Lincoln.
One. Yep.
Saturday night, car burst into flames. Now, they're not saying yet how this took place, how it burst into flames. I don't think they hit another car.
It sounded like when I heard it that it just went off the road into the woods.
Into the trees?
Into the trees. But boy, what they had on TV, they had a fellow from Cumberland who stopped.
Try to help.
And he said it was impossible. It happened.
Well,
so
the heat.
It went up so fast.
So no word yet on the person that passed away. No word yet on the what caused, but more of that.
What I found
will be coming
interesting
up.
about that is that it was the southbound side.
Right.
Yes.
Because
near Wilbur Ave.
Wilbur
Road.
Coming off, you don't usually have an opportunity to do this, but if I'm coming back from, I'll name a place, Central Falls, Cumberland, or the pub. Dave LaHoose's place, the pub.
The Lodge.
Oh, the Lodge.
I'm sorry, the Lodge. The Lodge Pub and Eatery.
Yeah.
I said it wrong, yeah.
Right.
But if I'm coming back that way, because they shut down ramps and everything,
Yeah.
you've got to go up the street, cut over the Wilbur Bridge, and then come down
back,
off Wilbur
swing
Road,
around.
which is not a regular exit onto 146 North, in as much as it's not constructed like an exit. There's no chance for you to get up to speed and stuff like. You got to look down the road and then pork it. That's it. Bang. And try to get out in front of whoever's coming. Now, that's a place that I felt uncomfortable before. I've done it. And I say I could understand somebody missing that.
Right.
And getting T-boned or whacked in the back or something else like that. But this was in the southbound lane, so I don't understand it at all.
Drugs, alcohol, fell asleep.
Well, let me.
Just a
you
few
don't
things
know,
that come to
yeah,
mind.
The week before, I
don't know.
was up in Worcester. My granddaughters were in a big hockey tournament up there. That whole 146 now, and I'm not a slow driver by any means, and they fly all along in
146,
Massachusetts
yeah.
and then into Rhode Island. And Rhode Island's bad because, for some reason, I don't know what
In Rhode
they've
Island,
done.
the speed limit drops in Rhode Island.
Well, yeah, but forget that. Don't even pay attention. Are you kidding? But they have now paved certain areas, like different sections, not the whole thing, and it's bumpy.
Yeah.
And so my thinking is, if you're really flying along there and you're hitting these bumps a little bit, I'm not saying that happened down for this accident because I don't know the roadway, but my wife and I both noticed that. Both sides, that they, for some reason, they're going in different spots fixing the road, and it's all bumpy.
Yeah.
And so it's, but again, going back to it, and I drive 146 quite often. I mean, into Providence, and people again, I'm not a slow driver, and I've had to move over because people are ready to run you over if you don't move over.
Yeah. Speaking
It's a
of
tough road.
a bit of smooth, the Mount Hope Bridge opened up
Ahead of schedule.
Ahead of schedule.
Yep.
How about that?
Yep.
And all new resurfacing. And people keep questioning. Well, that's great, but
5 years.
it looks like it's going to fall down.
Oh, well, it's 5 years. That's all that.
That's all it's
paid
Yeah,
good
but
for.
the surface will be
That
very
surface
nice.
is only 5
That
years.
was the jokes we were all saying.
The
You
what?
know, well, the road surface will be nice when it falls into the bay.
Oh, well,
Will that be great?
well, it's 5 years.
And they'll have to
you-
resurface again?
Have you been over the Mount Hope Bridge?
Oh, not in years.
Well, let me tell you something.
It's still as narrow as
You
ever?
you would applaud the new surface.
Okay. Oh,
I'll
great.
just put it that way. Forget about whether it's going to stand or it's not going to stand. They swear they had. I saw an interview on television with
Yeah?
the director, and they've had more safety people in there that they say
well,
the
okay.
bridge is in.
It's fine?
Fine.
Oh, it's okay?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
They do say the last time the bridge had to be shut down was 1986. It underwent a redecking project. But good that they got it redone now just before college starts. Because the
yeah.
students are coming to Roger Williams, and they come from New York and New Jersey and
Well, they
Pennsylvania.
know how to get here because there's a sign that says
That's
New
New York.
York.
Yeah, we're going in the right direction. All right, let's see. Other things going on. Tentative agreement reached at Butler Hospital. They've only been on strike for 3
wow.
months.
Holy
So it looks like, well, they got to ratify it, of course. The exact details of the agreement will be made public in the coming days, but nothing right now. Let's see. Hospital workers have expressed concern. They want better pay. They want better benefits. It's the workplace safety.
Safety.
That's,
Yep.
I don't know how you. I don't know how you can
Well,
guarantee
listen, I don't know. Maybe
Unless you
I'm
have
being
more-
cynical, but anytime you have a disagreement with your employer, you're going to say, "I don't feel safe. You're not making me safe. I don't."
That's
you
the
got to
new
improve
buzzwords.
safety.
It's true.
And then so now you get immediate sympathy from other people who are looking on
Right.
to this disagreement. But
But
you
the
know,
nurses have been attacked by the patients over the last 5 years. It's really gone up.
Wouldn't there be a simple thing? Is just put more security people? How?
Well, now it's money. Now we got to
Well,
pay for that.
I understand that,
And
but
but
yes,
they
it would be.
unionize.
But yeah, but the money to me wouldn't be as big a thing. You know, they're looking for raises and they're looking for this and that.
Yeah.
This should be a minor part for security. And I think, and my point being is, if they gave them a good security confidence, that might be, you know, they might accept other things less. You know,
Well,
I mean,
maybe
that's just
they-
my,
maybe they
that's
have.
why you're supposed to
well, you
negotiate.
won't know, but it hasn't been approved yet.
But listen,
Not yet.
yeah,
No.
if you've been paying attention to the news stories all summer long while this thing's been going on, of course the contract was over at the end of March, and then they
Oh,
steamed
yeah.
for a while, and then
Yeah.
I think it was the 1st of June when they actually walked out.
Yeah.
I think that's right. But now I've been reading statements from both sides,
Right.
and you read the statements from the president of Care New England and say, "Oh, yeah, right. Okay, well, here's our last and best offer. Take it or leave
That's
it.
it. Yeah.
Let us know."
If you like it. Yeah.
Meanwhile, of course, they had our replacement workers were all just brought in. It's like, we could solve this strike. He just gave us with his statements, he gave us the impression, his attitude was, well, we're still operating. We've got all these replacement workers
Right,
in. No problem. You want to settle the strike? You go right ahead and settle the strike. This is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to get. I just gave it to you. Last and best offer. Last week we read a story that said, okay, in arbitration, the union came up with 2 different offers. And the response of the Care New England president that I read in our news story, and I believe I'm being accurate about all of this from my recollection, was that, oh yeah, right, great. Well, listen, we gave you the last and best offer last time, and this doesn't match.
So he hasn't wavered at all, is what you're saying.
Well,
Yes.
I don't know
Yeah.
because now, surprise, that was last week.
yeah.
Surprise, now we've got a news story saying they came to some sort of an agreement that must be ratified.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, I know. It's confusing, ain't it?
Yeah, but I guess with negotiations,
Usually, you see somebody of that stature, president of a big
Right,
hospital corporation, at least speaking in conciliatory terms. It's very frustrating. We have our problems, they have their problems. Meeting in the middle is so difficult and
Yep.
stuff like that. And that's the blah, blah, blah professional party line.
Mm-hmm.
This guy says, oh, no, we told you what the last settlement's going to be.
And
Well, maybe
they're going with it.
maybe they feel that it's they're on firm footing.
Maybe.
Because I mean, I'm involved with a lot of these hospitals. We just had a special vote last week, and we were called in. The Rybeck board that I'm vice chair of, and for Our Lady of Fatima, and for Roger Williams.
Right.
And I'll tell you, it's a mess. And if any of those hospitals close down, it'll be a disaster. I mean, it's a disaster now happening. People tell me, just Miriam alone, people waiting 4 or 5 hours just to be taken care of. And I listened to these big officials as part of the hearing, and they're all those places are in trouble with with money, and they've got to of course Our Lady of Fatima, Roger Williams, is a different situation because Prospect has just drained them of everything, and they're in bankruptcy. Prospect, so the state doesn't want to have them go under. Because
Is Prospect venture capital? Are they officially venture capital, or is Prospect just a greedy company?
No, I think
in my
they're.
opinion.
No, I think they're a greedy company. Their record
In your
shows.
opinion.
My opinion. Yeah,
keep-
strictly
yeah.
my opinion.
Keep the lawyers.
Yeah, no. They're strictly greedy.
Because we know that
they've been
venture
known.
capitalists, by
Yeah,
nature,
right.
care for nothing but the nickel and dime.
Yeah, and what's the profit?
That's all they care
Yeah,
about. We know,
exactly.
and this is by their nature.
Right.
And they don't make any bones about it. It's all about the dough for us.
You're absolutely right.
But there are certain corporations that feign a public service stance and then secretly pocket the dough.
Well, more of it, because I was involved with it in the business world, they'll come in and buy a company and drain the company, and
Right.
at the end,
Or take it
at the
apart.
end of the thing, they walk away.
Yeah.
And resell it. So they've made money in two different ways. That's a normal thing. But on these hospitals, the problem is the one good thing about Our Lady of Fatima and Roger Williams is the same people running it are going to be running it. So you're not losing the operation.
Oh, all right, good. All right.
All right, well,
You got something,
our
Dave?
guests are on the way. That was my text to tell us. We'll have 2 guests this morning.
I didn't know that. Okay,
Yes.
surprise, surprise. All right. Speaking of Braintree, by the way, the Braintree Little League lost to the
Yesterday.
team from Washington
I
State.
saw
But it
that.
was respectable.
3-2.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
good.
they
No,
were
no
good.
mercy rule, not getting blown out.
Nope. But
Fairfield is undefeated.
Connecticut is they're still in it. They're 2-0.
Fairfield, Connecticut is on the way to New York, Joe. Just for you. Just
Thanks, Bill.
Just try to help.
And I've said it before. If you go to Williamsport and you win one game, it's a victory.
Just talk-
Just say you went down and we won a game playing in the Little League World Series. How
Just talk
great
to
is that?
David Belisle, and he'll tell you.
Yes.
Yeah, David's a good friend of mine, and he just smiles every
Yeah.
time you bring up
Yeah.
Sure.
Williamsport. That was a remarkable
And
thing. Yeah.
with Braintree beating Texas, which was, they would go in as huge underdogs,
yeah.
and beating the team. And Texas is their own region, not like New England. It's just,
sure.
It's just Texas.
Yeah, that's right.
'Cause it's just so huge.
Yeah.
They do
so
have
that-
a tude down there.
well, okay, and but
Excuse me. They also play ball probably 10 months out of the year. Where
that's what's
in
always
Little
amazing.
League, you play three months if you're lucky.
Yeah, which is always amazing when
Right.
teams from the colder climates
Right.
actually win against these teams that can play almost year round.
Oh yeah.
It's
Well-
it's outstanding.
I remember when my son played for Assumption, and he went down to spring training in March with Assumption down to South Carolina, and I forget who he played, and they had already played 22 games,
Wow.
and that was the first time Assumption had a bat in their hand.
We might be a little rough.
Yeah.
Speaking of rough, if you head down to the ocean a little later this week, Erin's going by. If you want to wave hi.
I'll be there.
least right
I'll
away.
be there Saturday.
Well, at least it'll have gone by.
Oh,
by then
shit.
they're looking for the heavy surf on Thursday.
Oh, I want to get out there. I want to do a little surfing.
But
and I'll
she's
never go-
she's
be
turning
able
to the right and heading out. But it's a huge storm, so we're looking at heavy surf and riptides on Thursday along the Rhode Island and Massachusetts coast.
Oh, yeah.
just something to be aware of. The surfers must be happy. Ooh, all right,
Yeah,
bigger
but
waves.
I hope people are careful. Though those
Well, you gotta be.
those currents are bad.
Yep.
They're
Yep.
bad.
We got
So-
caught in one once, and I remember go parallel. And it's the last thing you want to do. You want to get out of the water.
That's right.
Yeah.
But you have to go
But-
parallel. Yeah.
But you just you go parallel, and then all of a sudden you don't have the same current pulling you out, and now you can hang a left and start going into shore.
All right. Let's see.
Been there myself.
You've been
Scary.
in the rip currents.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been scary.
Does anyone know? Well, not personally, but English actor Terrence Stamp
Yeah.
passed away over the weekend. He was 87. You might know him. Was it in Superman? The first Superman with Christopher Reeve, or the second one? He played the bad guy. He always played the bad guy. By the
which
way.
one?
In Superman 2.
I think it was the second one because
Jet black hair.
the first one wasn't it.
He was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see
He was
him.
General Zod, if you like the Superman
Right.
movies. But
I've forgotten the actor's name, but I can see his face. Yeah,
But
he
he's-
shaved his head.
But you're right. He's funny because Disney made a movie called The Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy, bringing his family to the Haunted Mansion, and Terrence Stamp he plays the bad
Was
guy in
in
that
it?
movie.
Was
He's
in
in it, and he plays like the butler of the mansion, and he's got some very funny lines. And Eddie Murphy's got the funniest line because I can't believe it. The butler did it. That's you gotta be kidding. All right, break time here on Coffee and More coming your way. Time for the forecast, which is being brought to you by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation.
Gradually becoming sunny today with a high of 73 degrees and a breeze from the northeast. Tonight, mostly clear skies, overnight low of 47. Tuesday's weather sunny with a high of 77. Wednesday, partly sunny and 77. Thursday, mostly sunny and 77. Friday, sunshine and 79. Saturday, sunny and 82. And next Sunday, partly sunny skies, high near 81.
Outside the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street, we do have mostly cloudy skies and a temperature reading of 63 degrees. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org.
You manage your business, we'll manage your finances. With Navigant Credit Union's cash management services, you'll boost efficiency and enhance performance. From collections to disbursements, it's the expertise you didn't know you needed. Try Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
There are so many good reasons to voluntarily visit Inferno Audio, like having a new car stereo system installed or having a new remote car starter installed. But if you drink and drive and get caught, then the judge will send you involuntarily to Inferno Audio to have a breathalyzer device installed in your vehicle to make sure you're sober before you drive again. Inferno Audio is the only place in the area that installs these breathalyzer devices. So the message is, don't risk it. Don't drink and drive. This message is sponsored by Inferno Audio, 160 Clinton Street, Woonsocket. Visit infernoaudio.com.
ON Worldwide.
All right, Coffee in here on ON AM and FM. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan here, along with Dave Richards, and Bill Murray's here with us. Did you watch the Patriots on Saturday?
I did.
Yeah.
I'm getting
Excited?
excited.
They look all right.
I
In a bad dress rehearsal, good show.
oh well. I mean, it seems to be a different attitude to the whole team. I
Yeah.
watched both games, the first one and then the second one, because you can't judge now. I mean, they're playing against third stringers sometimes, and
They are third
but
stringers.
I think it's the overall. I said to somebody, my grandson that was up, he didn't see the game, and I said, what was interesting is now you look at the sidelines. Last year looked like nothing was going on.
No
And I'm not
excitement
trying
or
to throw Mayo
Yeah.
under the bus, but no excitement. You look at the Patriots sideline now, the
No.
coaches are grabbing guys and they're talking, and Vrabel is right in it, and I just see a different attitude. I predict at least 8 wins,
8 and 8 would be great.
possibly slipping into the playoffs, maybe close to 10, maybe a 9 and
Yeah.
10 with a big upset.
Okay.
And to me, I think their defense is really good, looks good. It'll depend on Mayo, who is still not Mayo. The quarterback.
May.
May. I think May is at the position of
He's better.
He's
getting
better, but he's still young.
Yeah.
And so we'll see. But I'll tell you, this Chisholm looks good. He has I've been following him through the practices and everything.
And
He's
the
undrafted.
The rookie.
Yeah, rookie. He had a heck of a game.
No, the other rookie. Is it Trayvon?
Oh, Henderson.
Yeah, same
Henderson
guy?
from Ohio State.
Yeah. Fast. And
Oh,
was
he's.
like, wow.
I watched him in a couple of games with Ohio State.
Yeah.
And I was really impressed when they picked him up. I said, this is a good pickup, and he's
Yeah.
he had one touchdown on Saturday, and he was stopped at the line, and he just burst through, and
Excellent.
so I think we might. I hope we're not disappointed, but I don't think so. I think it looks a little bit kind of different, you know.
All right. Well, there's trouble brewing in the in Elvis Presley's family.
Again?
No, I can't believe that.
Again?
Yeah.
Again.
Priscilla, it's got nothing to do with Elvis. So, but
Oh.
but
Not anymore.
Priscilla Presley's former business partners are claiming she used the death of her daughter, Lisa Marie, to gain control of her trust and Graceland. And in their suit, Brigitte Cruz and Kevin Fialco claim they worked to help Priscilla Presley to leverage her name for profits, but that she suddenly cut ties with them. They allege fraud and breach of contract and are seeking more than $50 million. An attorney for Elvis Presley's former wife calls the claims fabricated, says Lisa Marie's daughter and actress, Riley Keough, stands behind her grandmother 100%.
Why does she keeps popping up with all these problems?
I don't know. So, buy it. Wow.
Money, you know what it is? Money.
Money. Lisa Marie died in 2023, by the way, in case you remember her passing
Yes.
away. All right.
Priscilla's getting on there.
She's getting up there in age, yeah.
Yeah.
But she
well, they
still
weren't
runs the
married all
place.
that long.
Her and Elvis?
Yeah.
A couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it takes, I suppose.
Yeah.
Lisa Marie.
So, you know, we have, and when people go hiking in Maine and New Hampshire and Vermont, you know, they have their own issues, but sometimes getting caught in bad storms.
Yep.
Now, there's this guy out in California. He's recovering. He was stuck for 2 days, trapped behind a waterfall.
Behind a
Well,
waterfall.
he was behind it and couldn't get out.
Oh,
Officials say,
So he got behind the waterfall and didn't know how to get out? Is that what you're
yeah,
telling
that's
me?
what I'm saying. Officials say a 46-year-old man, Ryan Wardwell, was solo rappelling the dangerous Seven Teacups, if you know this Sequoia National Forest.
Yep.
When he didn't
I don't know it, but go
Okay.
ahead.
When he didn't return from the trip, a search was mounted. He was found after a drone-equipped aircraft spotted him during aerial searches. He was cold, dehydrated, and hypothermic in a cave-like area behind the falls.
Wow.
It's weird. I guess you couldn't. I can't go down. I can't go up.
Right.
Kind of thing. A CHP,
I don't like being wet.
California Highway Patrol helicopter had to hoist him out, and he was treated for minor injuries. Reunited with the family.
Found him with a drone.
The drone, well, other way
well,
around.
that's-
Drone found him.
That's the biggest
said
thing.
they found
That's
him
the
with a
biggest
drone.
thing now.
Well,
For
it's easier. It's
for
safety.
everything,
It's safer.
absolutely.
Safer. So okay. Well, they tell you don't go hiking alone. Don't go swimming alone.
That's
Don't
right.
go rappelling
That's right.
alone.
No.
You know, bad things might happen. So all right, there you go.
Ah, yes. The indestructibility of youth.
He's 46.
There you go.
Well, he's younger
Right,
than
Bill?
you,
Well,
but
some people, yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't call that youth.
No.
All right. For those of you who like to look to the stars, look to the sky. 6 planets are visible in the sky through Wednesday.
Oh, wonderful.
They're lining up. Mercury,
7 of them are lining up.
Mercury,
You
Venus.
forgot the one here that we're standing
But
on.
you can't see this one.
Yeah.
Sure you can. Look down.
Yes.
Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus are
Nah,
aligned.
that's Uranus, by the way.
And it can be seen about, not when I was in school, it can be seen about 45 minutes before sunset. Some will be visible to the naked eye, but binoculars or a telescope will be needed if you want to look at Neptune and Uranus. Is that how you say
Uranus,
it? Supposed to
yeah.
say
Uranus.
it now? Okay. Well, there you go. People,
Can hardly wait.
Astronomers
So-
get very excited when these things
I'm
happen.
Sure.
Start looking around 7 o'clock tonight.
All right.
That'll
This
do it for you.
Speaking of actors passing away, now I know you weren't fans of the show. It's still on the air, but the soap opera General Hospital.
Oh, God,
All right.
God Almighty.
See, not a fan. Dave's not a fan.
Well, I don't
I
care
should
much-
be fair.
I don't care much for serial dramas.
Okay.
And I don't think I've seen more than a couple of times.
Oh well, okay. But you have to remember the hype, the nationwide Luke and Laura situation that took place, and this goes back over early 1980s.
Right.
I missed it.
Okay. Well, it was happening, Dave. But besides Luke and Laura, you gotta have their best friends, and they were. There was another couple, that did things with them. They just didn't get the press that Luke and Laura got.
Yeah.
And I say all this because Luke's best friend in the show, the actor, his name is Tristan Rogers, has passed away.
Oh.
He was 79 years old. For those of you who remember,
How's that going to affect the show now?
well, he hasn't been on the show since 1992.
They'll move somebody in very quickly.
No, he hasn't been on the show in 40 years,
write an
30
episode.
years. So
They'll write an episode. He'll be out.
Usually they just put him out with amnesia. And
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like
No,
that.
right. He joined the show in 1980, left in 1992, never came back.
Right.
He played Robert
And the
Scorpio.
world continued turning.
Yeah,
Joe.
played Robert Scorpio on General Hospital. Everyone liked him. Good-looking guy. He was from Australia, so he had that cool accent thing going that people liked. And he was in over 1,400 episodes. So he was so yeah. But he passed away. Had lung cancer. I think he smoked like a chimney. So
Oh boy.
it happens. But it's like, oh well, that's too bad. It's just another, you're just getting old thing when actors you remember
Are we all?
younger. It's like, oh, another one passes away. It's like, all right, let's see.
Another one bites the dust. Another one.
All right.
bites the dust.
So Priscilla Presley's got her issues, and people will just not let Marilyn Monroe rest. And now the coroner who conducted
did
the
they-
original autopsy of
Oh,
Marilyn
here we
Monroe
go.
is breaking his long silence on the cause of death. Thomas Noguchi, he's 98. Wow, is offering his account of what really
Besides,
happened.
now he's going to do the tell-all.
Yeah,
that's
he
it.
wrote a book. The new book,
Oh,
LA,
why not? Right? Write
No-
a book.
And nobody
He-
put words in his mouth.
That's right.
L.A. Coroner Thomas Noguchi and Death in Hollywood is the name of the book. Okay, he told the author, because he can't write it himself. He got a ghostwriter, I guess. He told author Ann Soon Choi the autopsy was never fully and properly performed. But wasn't that him? He's blaming himself then.
Yeah, he was the
He was the coroner.
coroner.
All right. It wasn't properly performed. Noguchi also admitted evidence quickly went missing, and he did not agree with the official ruling of death by suicide. As the alleged lover of then-President John F. Kennedy and Attorney General Robert F. Kennedy, Monroe's death has been the subject of numerous conspiracy theories for decades, and we're just not going to let it go.
Joe DiMaggio will be heartbroken over this.
Well, he's passed away.
Well,
so
he's fast, but I mean,
he's not going to be too
you know,
broken
but
about it.
Joe, a lot of people don't remember that. She was married to Joe DiMaggio.
He sent flowers to her grave every day.
I know.
Well, he's
Joe DiMaggio.
loved her, but just they couldn't live together
No,
for whatever
no.
reason. So
Happens to a lot of people.
So I guess you have to read the book to get into why. Is he really blaming the government? Is he really going after the Kennedys, saying they made stuff disappear?
Once again, you missed the big questions here, Joe.
What's
How
that?
is a 98-year-old guy going to do the book tour?
You can do it by podcast now.
It doesn't matter if they can sell the book. He doesn't care whether he sits in a wheelchair and right.
You do it by Zoom.
But
still
what
a
I want to
company?
know
What's-
is at 98.
how does he remember?
How's this coming back?
Yeah,
Did he? Maybe he has notes that he's now going
that he's
back.
kept
to
since
Yeah,
1963. Wow.
Well.
Maybe he is.
Listen,
But basically, it looks like he is blaming himself. I didn't perform it properly because I don't, for whatever
that's
reason,
that's what it sounds like. Because
things disappeared.
How could he pinpoint anybody else if he's the one that did it? Right?
But I love a good conspiracy theory.
Was
so-
that the final? Was that the final one that it was just strictly suicide?
overdose of pills?
Oh,
was the
okay,
official
yeah.
reason.
And I wonder
Marilyn
what
Monroe's
he's saying now. What it was?
death. He's just said it wasn't complete and things went missing. Doesn't say what went missing, but I don't know. It's one of those deals where they want you to get the book.
Is that Leslie out there?
That is Leslie out there.
Let's
yes.
bring Leslie in. Shall-
Leslie,
can
come
you?
on in.
Hi, Leslie.
From
Have
the
a seat
Woonsocket
right
Harris
over
Public
here.
Library.
We
Hi,
want to get to
Leslie.
your
How are
message
you?
right away. We've got some other folks coming in over here. We want to get to your message right away because we can't wait. It's a big happening week in the Blackstone Valley for sure, huh?
Boy.
So
Alrighty.
she got to get her laptop ready
Yeah,
to
I
go.
get my things
Well, that's
up.
okay. Doesn't take much really, but she's always prepared.
For the most part, right?
Yeah, talking about recording too.
Okay.
For next week.
Next week and the week after, I'm going to be gone 2 Mondays.
Wow. Well, Labor Day's coming, and
Today is the 18th.
today is the 18th. It's August 18th. Are you ready?
I am.
All right, what's going on at the library, Leslie?
Good morning. Our summer hours are Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday and Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are closed on Saturdays through Labor Day weekend. We offer self-service photocopying and faxing, and our reference department provides notary services free of charge on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m., 2 to 4 p.m., and 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Tuesday and Friday, 9:30 to 11:30 a.m., and 2 to 4 p.m. This week, the Children's Department is offering Sensory Exploration Fun today at 10 a.m. Storytime with the book Saturday by Oge Mora on Tuesday, August 19th at 11 a.m. Music is Fun with Anne-Marie Forer, Wednesday, August 20th at 11:30. You Be the Artist, also on Wednesday, August 20th at 3 p.m. And Hula Hoops with Judy Jones on Thursday, August 21st at 1:30 p.m.
Oh, could she teach me how to do that?
If you come down.
I bet she can't.
Well, I said that too.
Really?
And she didn't.
well, there you go.
But I only tried.
But if you have, if you got young kids
Yeah.
that want to learn how to do it, that's when you have to learn how to do it
fun.
right.
They have
Yeah.
a lot of fun with this. She's been
Well,
with
that's
us
great.
before, and people
Yeah.
have a lot of fun at her workshop.
All right,
Let's
great.
see, where were we?
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's okay. So for more information about all children's programs, please call 767-4122. This week, the Teen Department is offering Jedi Academy today at 3 p.m., Tabletop Role-Playing Game Tuesday, August 19th at 3 p.m., and Storytelling Through Theater Thursday, August 21st at 3 p.m., and finally, Henna with Pinky, also on Thursday, August 21st at 3:30 p.m. For more information on all teen programs, please call 767-4132. Author Marty Podscotch will present a talk on his book, The Rhode Island Civilian Conservation Corps, Their History, Memories, and Legacy, this evening at 6 p.m. And the next Tech Tuesday will be held on Tuesday, August 19th at 2 p.m. Learn how to access ebooks and audiobooks on your mobile devices and or get email tips and tricks. Call 767-4124 to register or for more information. All of the latest information about programs, services we offer, and how to reach us can be found at our website, woonsocketlibrary.org, or on our Facebook page. If you have any questions or would like more information about anything I've mentioned today, please call us at 769-9044. And we look forward to seeing you at the library.
The people that can do hula hoops do it so effortlessly.
I know, it looks so simple.
It does look so simple. They're hardly moving.
It isn't.
And it isn't. You're right.
No.
And they're smiling. They can do other things at the same time.
I have seen Judy Jones get people who say, I could never do
Never
this.
do it, yeah.
Usually it's parents and kids.
Yeah.
And the parents all say, oh, I won't be able to do
I
this.
can't do
And
it.
by the end of this workshop, she's got them
She's
doing
got them
it.
doing
She's
it.
got them doing it. She's very good at teaching it.
That's got to be it, because it has to be, because I just remember trying it as a kid.
I do too.
I'm like, I'm doing something wrong, obviously. I'm not moving the hips in the right direction. I just need to be told, okay, instead of what you're doing, try doing it like this, and then you might be like, hey,
My
look
kid
at that.
started it. I said, give me that. I can do it.
Because it looks so simple.
I could not do it, and I was a pretty good, I was pretty flexible, good
Depending how
athlete,
fast
you
and you throw it around your
Right.
waist, and
No.
it goes around twice, and then it falls to the
Falls
ground.
down.
It was frustrating. And you see one of my little kids in there,
Yeah, they're like-
and this thing is going on
Around
around.
and around, like-
oh yeah.
And they're like, say, what's the problem, Grandpa? You know?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. It's Grandpa.
All right, we're going to take a break here in coffee, and more coming your way. Stick around.
OM 1240.
Did you know that colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer death in the United States? A colonoscopy is the best way to detect colon cancer, but there are other tests available to detect it early. If you're 45 or older or have a family history of colorectal cancer, talk to your healthcare provider. Don't die of embarrassment. Get screened for colorectal cancer. Learn more at health.ri.gov/CRC. Sponsored by the Rhode Island Department of Health and the Rhode Island Broadcasters Association.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting Gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too.
I never said that.
Add Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ON Radio.
It is Coffee and here on ONAM and FM. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callan here with Bill Murray, Leslie Page, and we're being joined at the Coffee and table by America's favorite couple.
We hope we'll be.
We hope so. It's Curtis and Jennifer Joliker who are in this contest, nationwide contest, put on by Variety magazine.
Variety magazine.
Okay, how'd you find out about it?
It just popped up on my timeline on Facebook. You know, are you America's favorite couple? And I said, of course we are.
Why wouldn't we be? Right?
30 years married and
Yeah.
love since we were children. Why not? Let's go for it. And
So how did you enter it? What things did they need to hear about you and Curtis?
They just wanted to know, you know, how long have you been together, and you know, you married or just dating, and what's your love story. So
Okay.
of course I typed it on up, and you know.
Did you approve it, Curtis? Did
Yes,
you?
oh yeah.
You looked at it.
I was given the first copy and I got my check. I got my check. seal of approval.
Does it all make sense?
Yes, yeah, and timeline looked good.
All right, good. And so you sent it in, and with a picture, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's one of the best pictures we've ever taken.
that picture.
Yeah.
We were in Amsterdam, well, Holland, and you know, we have this beautiful background of a gorgeous blue sky and the windmills behind us and a passionate kiss. So we decided to use that as our photo.
And your hair is flying in the
Oh
wind.
my gosh, it's so great.
It's perfect.
My hair is just blowing back.
Who took the picture?
One of the goddesses of Athena's took
Was
the
there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was on the Athena's company trip.
Okay.
So it's
And
one of my
then-
faves.
And it's snapped. You look good too in it, Curtis.
you,
By the way,
thank you. I was holding her leg. And,
Yeah, he was holding me.
I don't wanna leave you out of this.
It's very passionate, you know.
Okay. And so it's all done by voting online.
That's right.
And you've gone through a myriad of rounds already.
Yes,
So
yes.
is
We
this
made it through the 20 top couples, 15 top couples, 5 top couples.
Wow.
Like we
10.
top 10. Like I mean, it's you know a lot of sweating that goes on those last days when I'm like, oh my gosh, are we gonna get to first place? And we have, which is amazing.
Yes.
We made it to the quarterfinals, and we're in 4th place this morning.
So 4 out of 4 now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we need your
okay.
help, friends.
So how can people vote?
It's very easy. You can go to Woonsocket Radio, which is the WOON Facebook page, and if you scroll down just a few posts, you'll see the picture of Curtis and I that we just described. You click on the link, and it takes maybe 20 seconds to vote, and it's about 7 clicks.
Yeah.
Just yes, vote for us, and you can do it daily, and it's free.
So that's what gets me confused sometimes, because I'll go and vote, and then and the next day comes around, and I go to vote again, and it actually tells me, no, you got to wait.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
hour and
24
38
hours.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours or 4 hours. Like, no,
It's
okay.
a full 24 hours to
Well,
vote
I
again.
guess smart and keeping things on the up and up. So
sure,
okay,
for sure.
we're happy with that. What's the grand prize?
Well, the grand prize is a trip to California to
Okay.
meet Jeff Goldblum and his wife, and a photo session.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
and an article in Variety magazine,
Okay.
which is what I want. You know, I would
Right.
like
Right.
national exposure for Athena's, which is what
Yeah.
I'm going for, because I really feel like Curtis and I have inspired. I mean, Athena's has had over 1 million customers in our 27 years in business, and I feel it all radiates from our relationship and our love for each other. So,
Okay.
And there's a $20,000 cash prize, which I'm
Oh, that's
not
nothing to
as
sneeze at.
interested in, believe it or not. But that
Is
would
Curtis?
be
We'll
nice
take it.
too.
I'll take the 20.
Okay, fine.
She's not interested in it.
Smart man.
I'll use it as I'm gonna do the windows over or something. I think.
Are you both fans of Jeff Goldblum?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you are? Okay,
Yeah,
great.
Jurassic Park
You liked him in
and
Jurassic
The
Park?
Fly. He was fantastic.
Isn't the Fly one of the best movies
Oh, it's so great.
ever made?
80s horror was so fun.
And I'm not a horror fan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I go, but this is so. it's so well done.
It really was.
And to watch Jeff Goldblum's character transformation from the meek little guy he is at the beginning into this powerful,
diabolical,
mean,
built
like a truck kind of guy at the end. I'm like, wow.
He was also great in Steve Zissou. Have you watched the Steve Zissou
No,
film with Bill Murray, Life Aquatic?
This Bill Murray?
No, different Bill Murray.
Not different Bill Murray.
Was that me? No.
No.
Jeff Goldblum was great in that film as well.
And I liked him all the way back to The Big Chill. So great. So that would be very cool to.
I think so too. So it's
him
and his wife. Do like weekly updates, like
How long have they been married?
About romance, over 20 years.
Same thing, like you guys. All right.
Not quite as long as us. I mean, I've loved you since I was 4 years old. We were neighbors.
Yeah.
At 4 and 6 is when we first noticed each other.
Well, that's a long.
It is. 14 and 16 is when we dated.
Yeah.
And then we got married at 24 and 26.
Wow.
So now
Can you say the same? But
We've known each other 50 years.
But
now.
I can put you on the spot, Curtis. Can you say the same thing? She said she fell in love with you at 4. When you were 6. Can you say that?
She was my neighbor, and I took some white paint my dad had and threw it at her.
Oh, good for you.
But I let her know I liked her. I mocked her.
That's a good
She's
start.
mine. She's mine.
That's the way to do it. She had no choice, right?
I don't know if I knew what love was. I knew something. I didn't know what it was.
Do you know who the other couples are that you're up against? So you don't
No.
what their stories are.
Keep it quiet.
Yeah.
Really?
I just see that what our ranking is. I don't see
okay.
who is
who
second,
the others
who's
are,
third.
where they're from,
No.
nothing like that.
I just have
Okay.
been like watching us. Oh my gosh! So please
Okay.
vote for us, friends, because we really would love to win this contest.
And so this has been going on like all month, right?
Yeah, it
This
started
has been
in
going on.
June.
Oh, even
Started
longer.
at the end of June.
Yeah, end of June. So we had
Wow.
the top 20 round, and it was like each week is pretty much a new round. So top
Yeah.
20, top 15, top 10, top 5,
Okay.
quarterfinals. Woo!
I know you're asking all your friends to go out and vote for you, and I'm sure all your goddesses and Adonises are out voting
Oh,
for you
yes,
as
they
well.
sure are.
So
They're
that's
trying.
great,
We're trying.
great support. So that's super. So well, best of luck
Sure.
with that.
Thank
and
you.
I know the unfortunately you were out of town when the Providence Journal did your story on the Athena's statue.
Oh,
that's
my
here in
gosh.
town. I was like, oh, talk about terrible timing.
We were in San Francisco for the Grateful Dead's 60th anniversary concert. We're
Yeah.
huge Deadheads.
Oh.
And yeah, so we were on vacation when they called to do the article. But Garrett Mancieri, he really stepped in and he answered the questions for us, which I appreciate. But man, what a missed opportunity. But I mean, we're on the front page of the Providence Journal. That's still a great honor, and still to be mentioned there
That
was
statue
huge.
looks great.
Oh, the statue's beautiful. So if you live in the area, please go check it out.
Have you seen
it's so
this?
beautiful.
I just saw it like within the last week.
Grateful Dead Monopoly.
It's a
That's
Grateful
a first.
Dead Monopoly game.
Oh, no
Oh,
kidding.
wow.
And you can purchase this.
Oh, wow.
On probably their website. But I've seen it pop up. It's a commemorative edition, special 60th anniversary edition, Grateful Dead Monopoly. Not quite sure how the two go together, but
And
Merchandising, right?
well, it is. That's where the money is.
And
That's where they go together.
Our relationship, we went to our first Grateful Dead concert 30 years ago, which was in Highgate, Vermont, with the gate crashers.
Right,
we weren't married
right
yet.
at the gate, right at the Canadian border.
Yeah, we weren't
Wow.
we weren't married yet, but
Okay.
we figured if we can live in a tent and go to a
4 days.
festival
And
like
not,
that.
and not kill each other?
Yeah.
Gotta
Right,
last.
yeah.
It's gotta last somehow.
We came home and we got married like a week later.
Oh.
So
Wow.
yeah, so it
Now-
was neat to go to the 60th anniversary 30 years later.
Was Jerry still alive?
Jerry was still alive.
Oh, okay.
We saw one of his last shows.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
I saw the Grateful Dead 3 times. Twice in Providence, once in Worcester. All 3 times Jerry was there.
Yep.
So I can. And sometimes when I wear my Grateful Dead T-shirt, people ask, "Did you ever see them?"
You have to see
And
them.
I'm always so proud to say, "Yes, I did."
Yes.
With Jerry Garcia.
That's magic.
3 times, and people
That's
like
magic.
Some people just so amazed. Oh, we missed seeing him with Jerry, and like that. I say, well, I got to.
Yeah. Well, John Mayer has done an incredible job of bringing
right, he
youth,
plays with them,
into the band. You know, like because the other members are so.
Well,
You know,
getting
they're,
on.
they're in they're in their
Even with
70s.
Jerry at the end, it was a very slow show. There weren't a lot of hot
Yeah.
driving songs, and now with John Mayer, they have brought that back up.
It bumps up a little, like the Dead
that-
and Company.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
All right.
He really
Excited.
brings the youthful energy.
The young
for sure.
crowd. Well, that's fantastic. Yeah, we always laughed at the Grateful Dead show because there's no real talking, there's no real theatrics.
Nope.
We sing a song, we step back, say thank you, and step up again and sing another song.
Oh yeah, great jams.
Sometimes we'll put them
jams.
together.
And that's it. So, how was the 60th anniversary out in San Francisco?
Incredible.
Well
Just
attended.
incredible.
Just
yeah, 60,000 people
Well, there you
in
go.
a big polo field, which
Yeah.
is in Golden Gate Park. So to see
Wow.
them at Golden Gate Park was magical. It really was.
Cool. All right, we're running out of time here on the show, but so one more time, America's greatest couple.
Yes, America's favorite couple.
Favorite couple. Okay, you got to vote for them. Curtis and Jennifer Joliker, they're in the running. We want you to vote for them every day. You got to wait 24 hours so you can vote again, but just keep going back and voting for them. Where can they vote again?
You can go to Woonsocket Radio, ON Radio's official Facebook page. Scroll down just a couple of those comments, and you'll see us there. You see the beautiful picture of us in Amsterdam.
Fantastic. Well, best of luck.
Thank
and
you.
I hope you win it.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
Curtis
you so
and Jennifer,
much.
thanks for coming in today.
Thanks
Leslie,
for having us.
thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Bill Murray, thanks for being here as well.
Thanks again, Joe.
Alrighty.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks for Dave Richards being here earlier. Stay tuned. Kim Garno is coming up next. Blessings and good health here on ON, AM, and FM.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON Woonsocket Radio. And now, the news.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky will be joined by several European leaders, including French President Macron and British Prime Minister Starmer, when he meets with President Trump at the White House today. NBC's Alice Barr.
Trump posting overnight, never had so many European leaders at one time. My great honor to host them. While Zelensky cautioned against past moves giving up Ukrainian territory, which he said Putin simply used as a springboard for a new attack.
The European leaders are looking to present a united front. It's Zelensky's first trip to the White House since he was publicly berated by Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance in February. Today's meeting follows Trump's meeting last week in Alaska with Russian President Putin. Since then, Trump has appeared to support a final end to the war instead of a ceasefire. Zelensky and his European allies are adamant that no negotiations to end the war can happen until there is a ceasefire. The Justice Department is backing off plans to take over the D.C. police force. More from Lisa Taylor.
The Trump administration has rescinded an earlier order that named DEA Chief Terry Cole as emergency police chief. Instead, Metro Police Chief Pamela Smith will stay in charge under Mayor Muriel Bowser. The DOJ has also directed Bowser to have police assist with immigration enforcement and comply with federal database checks. Friday's decision comes after D.C.'s Attorney General filed a lawsuit that challenged the police department takeover. I'm Lisa Taylor.
Hurricane Aaron is causing problems in the Caribbean. More from Mark Mayfield.
The first hurricane of the 2025 Atlantic season has been fluctuating in intensity and is now back to a Category 4 storm. Knocked out power Sunday to tens of thousands of people across Puerto Rico. As of midnight on the East Coast, Aaron was about 130 miles from Grand Turk Island with top winds near 130 miles per hour.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Lou Mandeville here with a look at sports. Marlins topped the Red Sox 5-3. Garrett Crochet pitched a gem for 7 innings, but the bullpen blew his win, allowing 4 runs over the final 2 innings, and Miami avoids the sweep. Other good news for the Sox, the team announced that rookie infielder Marcelo Mayer will have season-ending wrist surgery. Yankees beat the Cardinals 8-4. Orioles 12-0 over the Astros. Jordan Westburg homered and drove in 5. Giants beat the Rays 7-1. Logan Webb struck out 7 over 7 in the win. And it was the Rangers topping the Blue Jays 10-4. Woo Sox fell to the Cubs 8-5. Chadwick Tromp drove in 3 runs for Worcester. Caleb Knight and Hayden Cantrell homered for Iowa. Little League World Series action. Washington eliminated Braintree, Massachusetts 3-2 yesterday. And after defeating Hawaii 5-1 on Friday, the 2-0 team from Fairfield, Connecticut will play Sioux Falls, South Dakota tonight. NASCAR Saturday night, Richmond, the final race before the postseason. Austin Dillon surprised the field and punched his playoff ticket. At Seekonk, Jake Veneta took down his second truck win of the season, while Jacob Rowdy Burns continued his strong season with another late model victory. The Lambert brothers took first and second in the sportsman feature, with Colby topping Jeremy. And Mikey Brightman wrapped up the night with his first win of 2025 in the Pro Stock finale. Patriots over the Vikings 2012 Saturday in exhibition football action. Rookies Efton Chisholm III and Travion Henderson each scored touchdowns for the 2-0 Patriots. And tonight, Rhode Island FC hosts Hartford Athletic in USL soccer action. That is your look at sports. For In Sports, I'm Lou Mandeville.
The latest Buick and GMC models are available at Tasca Buick GMC in Woonsocket. Buick Encore, Envision, Enclave, and Envista are on the lot waiting for you to take one for a test drive. New GMC crossovers, SUVs, as well as trucks and vans are also available. Thinking of a pre-owned vehicle? Tasca Buick GMC has more than 900 in stock, many under $15,000. Visit online, TascaBuickGMC.com, or stop into 55 Fortin Drive, Woonsocket. Tasca Buick GMC, you will be satisfied. And remember, there are no tariffs on the vehicles in stock at Tasca Buick GMC.
This ON AM and FM forecast brought to you by Chan's Fine Oriental Dining, 267 Main Street, Woonsocket. For takeouts, call 765-1900. Gradually becoming sunny today with a high of 73 degrees and a breeze from the northeast. Tonight, mostly clear skies, overnight low of 47. Tuesday's weather sunny with a high of 77. Wednesday, partly sunny and 77. Thursday, mostly sunny and 77. Friday, sunshine and 79. Saturday, sunny and 82. And next Sunday, partly sunny skies, high near 81. Currently outside our Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio here on Park Avenue in Woonsocket, it's 63 degrees.
ON Radio in Woonsocket.
Welcome to Blessings and Good Health, your radio destination for the insights into the ways you can enhance your life physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And now here's your hostess of Blessings and Good Health, Kim Garno.
Good morning and welcome to Blessings and Good Health. I'm so happy that you tuned in as we focus in on another topic that's designed to enhance our lives physically, mentally, emotionally, and if you're open to it, spiritually. During the program, make sure to sip some cool and clear water and take some deep and healthy breaths as we begin a brand new show. Let me start by asking you a question. What is as important as good nutrition, physical activity, and cleanliness? I bet you can think of many, many, many things. My answer might surprise you this morning. I feel it's sleep. Today our focus will be on the health benefits of a good night's rest. Many people are unaware of how essential it is to get a relaxing night's sleep on a regular basis. When work or school or personal deadlines arise, many consider staying up late or pulling an all-nighter as a way to get everything done and checked off the list. However, research suggests it's the worst way to go about it. Skimping on sleep can cause concentration problems, drowsiness, and irritable moods that affect the way you conduct yourself with others. And there is a negative financial and economic impact to lack of a restful night. On a broader scale, poor sleep can have costly and often devastating consequences for society. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services estimates that chronic sleeplessness has cost the nation $16 billion in healthcare expenses each year. The same study found that poor sleep costs an estimated $50 billion in lost productivity again each year. People who are affected by insomnia lose approximately 11 and a half days of production annually, at the cost to employers, on average, $2,280 per employee. Sleep might seem like the ultimate passive activity and the least productive part of our night, or in some cases, the day. But just the opposite is true. Sleep is a remarkably reproductive and critical part of our lives. Sleep helps both the brain and the body to rejuvenate. Sleep is such an important part of our lives that the effects show up quickly when we don't get enough of it. Getting too little sleep, even for just one night, can impair the ability to concentrate. A review of several different similar studies regarding the effects of sleep deprivation found that most of the affected area is simply attention. For example, sleep-deprived subjects who were asked to acknowledge each time they saw a flashing light had trouble focusing and missed more of the light flashes than their well-rested counterparts. Simple attention is a vital skill that helps us to stay safe. Can you imagine how your reaction time to stoplights or traffic hazards would be impaired if you didn't get enough rest? Anyone who has felt snappy after a poor night's sleep understands the profound connection between sleep and mood swings. Even minor annoyances can suddenly seem major and even unbearable after a lousy night's sleep. Some people might say that it's a fair trade-off to slack off on sleep now and then, saying that a day or two of tiredness and crankiness is worth the extra time they gained. But while returning to a regular night's sleep pattern can restore vitality, the long-term consequences are more serious. Let's talk about that. Long-term effects of poor sleep include heightened risks for diabetes. The flip side of the coin is too much sleep. It can be just as bad for you as too little. People who regularly get less than 6 hours or more than 9 hours of sleep each night are both faced with an increased risk of type 2 diabetes. That's right. And further, being sleep deprived can increase chances for breast cancer. A survey of breast cancer patients found a strong association between shorter sleep patterns and reoccurrences of tumors. This suggests that individuals who don't sleep enough each night, again, that's less than 6 hours, have an increased risk for more aggressive cancer. High blood pressure is another common result of loss of sleep. There is a strong link between short sleep deprivations and hypertension, as well as a connection between too much sleep and hypertension, though too much sleep is not as significant. Decreased immune function is also very common. According to the Mayo Clinic, people who don't sleep enough each night get less protection from vaccines and are likely to catch a common cold. Weighing in on impact of lack of sleep is depression. Individuals who don't get adequate sleep each night are 10 times as likely to develop major depression as those who sleep through the night. That's a staggering statistic. Obesity is another result of poor sleep habits. The rising rate of obesity seems to coincide with Americans' tendencies to sleep less than ever before in history, prompting a Harvard University study to investigate. The results were surprising. Brain scans of sleepy adults showed that they were less likely to distinguish between high-calorie and low-calorie foods. The part of the brain that inhibits and controls